A design is a dream. It's a fantasy until it's built. To translate it into its physical, usable form depends on the materials we use to construct it. One such important and commonly used material is wood. Today I'm sharing the benefits, there are many, and the disadvantages like termites, moisture, etc. of using wood at home. I've also been requested by you all to share the measures to overcome these disadvantages, so I'll be listing those as well. If you're new here, I'm Monica Khosla Bhargav, founder and principal architect of Kham Consultants, an architecture and interior design firm. You can also follow me on Instagram to see my work. And now let's get into the video. Now, wood is an organic material, easily available in nature. Wood and interiors share a relationship as long as the history of interior design goes. We use it at home for furniture, doors, windows, flooring, partitions, wall panels, false ceilings, staircases, and so on. I'm sure you all are familiar with this endless list too. Obviously, there are huge benefits in working with wood, so let's look at those first. The greatest advantage of wood lies in its warm and enduring look. Around 5,000 varieties of trees are available, each having its own color, texture, characteristic design of grains and smell. The grains of wood, they also change according to the way a tree is sliced. Then again, painting or varnishing it in matte or gloss finishes makes it a very versatile material to design with. The most practical advantage of wood is its strength. Solid hardwood tabletops and shelves, they don't sag over time. It can maintain that strength, which is why quality wooden furniture commands a value even after decades of use. This is why I always recommend upcycling of old solid wood doors, windows, beams, and furniture. Another practical advantage of wood is that it doesn't expand against heat. On the contrary, heat helps to dry it out and gain strength. Wood is not a good conductor of heat, which is why we use it for matches, handles of hardware equipment, and in houses, especially in cold climates, as ceilings and wall panels. One can also use it to conceal split air conditioning ducts. Wood can prevent echoes and noise by sound absorption, which is why one can use wooden wall panels or wooden flooring in den or media rooms. Wood is good for sound absorption but not sound isolation. Understand the difference. If you have a wooden partition between two rooms, it will not stop sound from traveling to the next room. Wood is an excellent electrical insulator. Static electricity, which is dangerous for human health, is not observed in wood, unlike metals, plastics, and other materials. For this reason, wood is considered a healthy material to work with. Wood has oxidation properties, but not the kind that we see in metals. Metals rust, wood doesn't, which is why wood is preferred in areas where rust may be possible. Over and above all these advantages, a wide variety of wood is available in the world with varying physical, thermal, acoustic, electrical, and mechanical properties. So it's possible to find wood for different needs. For instance, for heat isolation and sound absorption, lightweight woods are used in ceilings or wall panels, while heavier ones are used for stairs, furniture, and construction purposes. However, despite all the benefits, wood comes with some disadvantages. Wood is vulnerable to water. Moisture can cause it to swell and bend. It can soak even into finished wood and cause it to split and swell. Ultraviolet light can change the color of wood and damage its surface. In a way, its effect is similar to the effect which sunlight has on our skin. Sunlight can break apart the chemical bonds in wood and cause the surface to change colors. Another disadvantage of wood is that it catches fire easily. Wood consists of carbon and hydrogen. These combine with oxygen and burn. Now coming to a common problem which we all face: fungus, termites, and insects. Being an organic product, wood, because of its moisture and nutritional value, is food for fungi, termites and other insects, and these cause the wood to decay. So how do we overcome these disadvantages? Firstly, by a careful selection of species. Some species of wood, they have naturally decay resistant properties like teak, sal, pine and mahogany, which is why they are preferred. Others like mango or bamboo, they need to be treated for long-term durability. This brings us to the extremely important subject of wood treatment or seasoning of wood. Moisture is a major cause of wood damage. It's what causes deformation and fungal rot. So one of the most effective ways to prevent degradation of wood is to thoroughly dry it and keep it dry. Keeping it dry is the key issue, because wood which has been even mechanically dried in a kiln can regain moisture if it is placed in a humid environment. The next level of protective treatment is by coating the wood. This is what we do by way of polish, varnish, paint and chemical coatings. Coating, it prevents rapid uptake and loss of moisture and reduces the shrinking and swelling that can lead to surface cracking and other problems. But coating doesn't totally prevent the change in the moisture content. It slows. Coating slows, but it doesn't halt the moisture level. Coating with solid color or pigmented stains protects wood against ultraviolet rays. We can also use antifungal coats to protect wood from mold and fungus. Fire retardant coatings, they are also available to reduce the flammability of wood. Besides coating, the other way of treating wood is by impregnating it with chemical preservatives. This is specially used for wood that is used outdoor, like deck wood or in facades, where it's often wet or in close proximity to water. Despite the fact that we use treated or seasoned wood, it needs periodical service by repolishing, repainting or a variety of other methods. In case of wood window frames, door frames and timber beams where decay has begun, holes are drilled and filled with a suitable treating compound. Give this beautiful material the TLC that it requires and it will last you a lifetime. I hope you found it useful, especially if you've been struggling with your wooden interiors. Show your support by pressing the like button, subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have any queries which I should cover in my future videos. See you next time.